ready for the next one again. A random level. Oh, Loco Roco.
Ding dong. You're saying earlier on about the local Rocos that are collectibles in the game as you progress your way through to unlock.
Yeah, you can earn. I don't think anybody has them on here. There's also these. I don't remember what it's called, but like minifigures. I've played a lot with Cole, so I have earned his buddy from Infamous Seek as a little character that I don't know what he does, but he supports you or something. Nothing actually in the fight, but
I love the fact that they've retained the visual style of all the games as well, because it would be entirely too easy to basically go, okay, we're going to do our own style of game here, but we'll incorporate, say, certain levels and such like that, ideas from these games, but they've actually really went above and beyond to try and capture. This just looks like a local Roco level that has tiny invaders.
Yeah, and it's not just a skin; it actually influences how the level plays as well, which is really nice. Should give some more playtime or like,
extra elements.
Yeah,
try out.
Should keep it fresh for longer.
Oh,
let's see here. Sly is already on a level 1. Kratos is as well.
I have to say,
Sly seems to be doing really well, so I guess the other guys needs to team up on him. Oh, let's see, he got a kill on Drake.
who would have thought a speedy stealth type character would be the best in the fighting game?
Actually interesting, because one of the things that Sly seems to be using really well is one of the standard moves for Sly is that you can make himself invisible, and then he can use his level 1 super. So you know when characters have a level 1, you gotta watch out. But if he's invisible and you're looking at the other characters, you're not gonna notice him. Great tactics there. And as we talked about with the level 1 supers, it seems to be all the guys are using, so maybe some confidence there. Maybe they've read what I read with the Superbot guys.
Everyone's incorporating that because it is the levels are going, the matches are going so fast. It really doesn't seem worthwhile to wait and build up a level 3.
No, but on the other hand, I mean, this has been voted by our viewers on who should choose who. So the Danish viewers have chosen that we are going to use Jack and Daxter. But for me, in this sort of match, I would have, when it's free for all and 4 players, I would probably have charged up level 2 super for Cole, as it's a really good easy kill on 3 people, and this sort of thing would be worth it. Where if you're playing 1-on-1. You can only get 1 kill with that, so a level 1 would be better. So I don't remember the supers for higher up, but we can run through.
Give us an overview of what we're looking at with these characters anyway.
Sly 1 has the Murray. Murray comes out and does a dash and hits anyone in front of Sly, anybody nearby. All level 1s are usually like close combat kills.
Whereas with level 2, jumps in, gets jetpack, and then fires missiles all around the map. Yeah,
and a level 3 is pulls out the Binoc comm and snaps a picture, and that's a thing. Like I think Colonel Radic had it as well, where it almost becomes like a first-person shooter, and that's like level 3 supers are usually really special. But so you can take pictures, and if you get a picture of someone, they die here. Pretty crazy camera.
Sounds like a weird Japanese curse.
And let's just see this crossover here. Of course, Metal Gear. What's the new one called? I can't remember.
It's Metal Gear
Revengeance.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, of course.
This is the Ray Metal Gear.
And quite interesting, these 2 crossovers, just like the Parappa one, where it's very different art style.
I feel like I'm on drugs. Seriously, I feel like it's just I'm seeing something.
Oh, and Sly wins again. I think they need to team.
I think Kratos just wants to cry.
But he's angry already anyway.
I think he's lost heart, my friend. I think he's just...
And as you can see here, they said costume unlocked on GR. Of course, we are recording from Jack and Daxter. That's the player we have in our office. So that's why we see all his unlocks. And he just earned a costume for going to level 10.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Let's go through, let's just see which level are next.
How many levels in total are there?
I think it's like 16 so far, probably more through DLC.
Yeah,
and this one we got to now was Twisted Metal, Black Rock Stadium, and we'll see what crossover that is. But should we do another? Let's see Kratos' supers. Level 1, Divine Fury, where he swings the blade of Olympus, and this one he can attack enemies both front and behind, where Slice was only in front of him, but. I think that's a harder super to use for some reason.
Okay, with level 2, he's basically Blade of Olympus, thrusts it into the ground, creates a powerful twister, and that kills all and any who actually touch it. See, again, there seems to be more. It seems more close range attacks because you're hoping that someone's going to stumble into that.
Yeah, for sure. And that's where, I mean, you can talk about how balanced the game, and we'll see when a lot of pro players start playing it a lot, how you'll find
It's just
you know
when you
the
give up
weaknesses.
the game.
Yeah. But so far for me, Kratos seems really good, but his supers are not as good as some of the others. And his level 3 Rage of Gods, he dons the Ares armor and is wielding the blades of Olympus as he was with the first one, but here he grows to god size. So another one of those crazy ones. I mean, it's going to be fun seeing. If I haven't seen all the level 3 supers yet, and that's usually the ones that are really fun to see.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to a fast food restaurant. What size you want? God size. Get me 3 burgers, put them together, make a monster god size burger. Yes.
Just got a kill from Drake here. He seems to love that. Should we go on to his supers? His level 1 he just used there, where he throws a propane tank and then shoots it. And he can actually time that, so he doesn't have to shoot it right away. He can shoot it up in the air when it drops to the ground. And
the blast radius is quite generous as well.
Yeah.
Whereas level 2, we've seen this actually, you might have noticed it if you're watching this being demoed by Sony at the various conferences over the last year, where he knocks over a pillar of ruins and it crushes anybody that's underneath it at the time.
Yeah, and I don't think that super is that good. It's too easy. The propane tank has a little bit good blast radius, but it's easy to see that it's about to happen, and even more with the pillars. It's quite a slow super, but of course it's quite powerful as well.
It's going to stand out, especially on a level like this.
Yeah, but that's maybe one for small areas. If you are in the plane, it's hard to run away from those stone pillars. It will probably hit almost the entire room. And let's see, his third super is the El Dorado Sarcophagus. That's a hard one to pronounce.
We've actually got this phonetically written down somewhere just so we can get this right.
But basically it turns all the other players into the descendants, if you remember them from, I think it's Uncharted 2, Amongst Thieves. And then you get the golden gun, and it's a little shooting gallery.
I wonder, does that factor into it as well? Like we're discussing about you're having character preferences from franchises that you enjoy, but also looking at the supers and which ones really benefit you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm a big fan of Uncharted, and I love Drake, but for me, he doesn't play how I want to play, and the same with Sly. I haven't given him a big chance yet, but I love Sly, but he doesn't play how I want to play. I'm more leaning towards Kratos and Cole so far. But I mean, there's so many characters that I haven't tried them probably. We already have announced DLC from Starhawk, Evan Ray. Oh, what's his name? I can't pronounce his name. But the main guy
we're struggling.
But the main guy from Starhawk, and then
how many times is Nathan going to use that chain gun?
Yeah, it's like that, and the level 1 super.
It's just getting ushered in here. The bullet carnage going on.
Let's just see here. Sly wins again quite comfortably, and it's 4 wins for him and 1 for Jack and Daxter. So next round could be the last one. We see again Jack and Daxter unlocked a little bit there, even though
I'm
he
putting the
didn't
bets
do
down now. I'm taking my wallet out of my pocket, and I want to say I'm thinking,
Sly seems to. Maybe he's one of the pro players that we talked about before. Let's just quickly run through Jack and Daxter's moves before the game is over. Then level 1. Precursor Legacy, a blue echo vent. Well, we've seen this one. Jack has one and done quite well with that. Appears, and anybody near that vent dies.
Whereas this level 2 is the Dark Bomb, and they perform a Dark Bomb attack.
Yes. And in the level 3, another transformation. He doesn't become supersized, but he turns into Light Jack and can fly around taking out people.
What do you ever think about Jack and Daxter's thing where they did that thing, the emo sort of thing? Like, I'm the evil Jack.
Actually, I have a confession to make. I haven't played Jack and Daxter. It's one of the few franchises I never got around to, which is fun when I'm such a Naughty Dog guy otherwise. But I guess that
you are prepared for a long list of hate email.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting the HD collection. I'm playing through, so I promise.
Nice save.
And I don't know if you noticed before, but the crossover for this level is actually Jack 2. It's a Jack and Daxter level. We see the stuff in the background. Of course, not yet. But we were so lucky we didn't get to talk about the crossover, and then we get the level one more time. Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal and...
what are you talking about? This was all planned. we had this tight script here, man. This wasn't just random.
And so I don't know.
Is it that every character have every character's got a uppercut? I'm just thinking Marvel versus Capcom. Every character's got a
not
launcher.
Not necessarily. Most of them has. It's a lot of the basic moves are the same, but it's actually quite diverse. It's not like every character needs to have this sort of move. But they of course have a block. They have a attack if they jump and that sort of stuff. But I think there's a lot of diversity to
And
it.
the combo systems, it's only like 2,
Yeah, and
3
that's
hits at the most.
that's totally different. I think it's up to 4 or 5 actually. I haven't gone that far into that. I'm trying to master the basic moves first.
To be fair, in a 4-player game, there's not much chance to actually run off longer combos
No,
anyway,
and
because you're
that's-
going to be getting hit by
And
someone
this
else.
is where this is maybe more of a party game when it's 4 players free for all, or you can play 2 and 2, so it's teams. But where you play, if you play 1-on-1, that reminds me a lot more of Marvel vs. Capcom or some of those other fighters, where it gets really tactical, and it's hard to charge up a level 2 or level 3. You really need to use level 1s.
Yeah. I had that with Power Stone back in the day, the Capcom fighter. Same thing, 4 players, it just got manic. There's no structure, rhyme or reason to actually survive, and it was just, I'm just hitting buttons and hoping for the best.
I mean, maybe that's why Sly is doing well as well. It looks like he's a good player, but in a game that's this frantic, if he can go invisible and sneak up on people.
What was the hearts there?
I think that was one of the items you could pick up. I didn't.
There we
pick
go
up.
again.
Yeah, it's something. I think it's one of those where if he comes near people, he steals their super energy.
Nice.
There's a couple of those that are really good and really annoying because it's like, oh, I'm almost charged level 1 up, and then the other guy just runs near and takes all of it.
What's the thing? The speed of this is as well getting the supers up. In other games, you're looking at pretty much like the majority of the first round of a match to actually get a super up to usable. Whereas this is.
But that's where if you can play kill limit, for instance, instead of time, and a lot of I often do that when I play 1-on-1, and those matches can go on for 15-20 minutes. If people, a super is not just you need to be near, but you can block a super. If you're about to use your super and I attack you, then it gets cancelled and you lose it. So if you're 1-on-1, you have the chance to watch everything. Wherever this is too chaotic. Let's see. Surprise.
Quelle surprise. Oh dear.
So I guess Finland is the master of the Nordics in this.
Do you hear that? Everyone else, Finland is dominant in this game. You should be embarrassed. You should be insulted. Quite frankly, I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror. I normally can't because my mirror's really high up in my room, so I have to really, really jump up to see it. But no, this is pretty much being a one-sided match, really, all the way through.
Yeah, and that's it. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, thanks very much for listening.